basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies now have a swagger about them, and they don't mind doing a little jawing. If they ruffle some feathers along the way, Jaren Jackson Jr. said, "It's nothing new to us. We don't care. If they get mad, great. If they don't, that's fine too. We're going to have fun regardless. We're going to keep talking. Guys, we're going to keep playing as well."
You're right. They play well. David, thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for Memphis, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games. Just another shot in his arsenal. Tobias with the mid-range jumper.
Brooks with no one around. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Baseline jumper. Good work there as it goes.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Sinks the triple.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Here's Maxey. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jackson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Grant. Rebound by the 76ers.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
That's good from Harris on the assist from Tucker. 6 points for Tobias Harris.
And right there, you could see Tobias had made up his mind. The ability to handle the ball at his size makes him a tough matchup.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now Maxey. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bane.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Morant. And Morant throws it down.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top John Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwing. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great John Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Deep 2 from Brooks. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Every time we watch Brooks, that jump shot looks a little more natural and a little more consistent.
Maxey, no good. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Spins. Here's Morant. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Brooks. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Brooks with the bucket.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
It's picked off. On the wing, Brooks. Wide open look. He doesn't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Gets a very good look and converts.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Brooks for three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Maxey looking it over. Harden inside the three-point line, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It's just so difficult to guard the beard without fouling. Harden is constantly seeking out contact.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Harden hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Morant, that's for 2. Drops one in from the wing. Morant's got 6 points.
A very efficient offensive player. The defense must respect Morant's ability to hit this one.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Green out there with Brandon Clark. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Morant. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now, and let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Here's Adams. Oh, good on the triple. The 76ers trail by 6. Harden with it. He's picked up by Morant. Harden, that's good.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. And after the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Here's Morant. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and one by Ja.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Jackson comes in for Clark. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Green. And it's Bain in for Conjo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. .116 left here in the second. Here's Embiid. Count it.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
From deep. Bain, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
It's stolen by Milton. Harris outside.
Memphis foul. Dylan Brooks. Second personal foul.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid, Now, I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Tries to save it. Jackson with it. Maxey covering, and the Grizzlies leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good. 9 points for Brooks.
Dylan Brooks is a guy who can finish inside or outside for you. A valuable asset on the break.
A nice shot by Tucker.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Payne for 3. That shot missing. For 3, Harris. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to Dick. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So on the floor for Philadelphia. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the small forward position.
Wow, the vision of P.J. Tucker made that play possible.
Morant drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Here's Harden. Again, Philadelphia.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Brooks with the bounce pass. Embiid finds Harden for the lead. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. And that's 10 points for James Harden.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Harris outside. Drills it from outside. Harris has got 11 points.
This is what happens when you put in the work. Tobias Harris is now a knockdown shooter from range.
Payne, no good. The 76ers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Green in for Morant. Then for the 76ers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. No good from Clark. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 1-point game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Memphis called for the foul. 76ers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Williams comes in for Brooks. And Conchar subbed in for Bain. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz checked in for James Harden.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
That one good for 2. Korkmaz has got his first basket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Philadelphia leading by 3. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
So flexible at the offensive end. Harris has a number of go-to moves, and they've added up to a big night.
Here's Tillman. Memphis the rebound. Conchar can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Thibault. Hero. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Moves back up. No good from Clark.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter. At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
From deep, Green. He can't get it to go. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the one. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Count that one. Embiid's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Maxey, good, and Harris gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
3-pointer, Brooks, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Morant. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 13. 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Tobias Harris.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stop.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Philadelphia.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game. The 76ers leading by 10. And stolen by Harris.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Tobias Harris.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Harden the pass to Tucker. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Memphis. Bain with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Charity stripe shot. The Grizzlies with another miss. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Keeps it alive, and Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
There's a fearless side to Ja Morant, even amongst the trees.
Here's Tucker. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Payne for 3. Off target with that shot. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time